Since the emergence of the petroleum sector, Guyana has seen an influx of chemical waste facilities being established to store items from offshore operations, and oftentimes some of those materials are radioactive. To ensure that Guyana is not exposed to harmful radiation, the Environmental Protection Agency has equipped itself with a new piece of technology, enabling officers to test radiation levels in the air. Costing some 2 million Guyana dollars, the PAC-I radiation detection backpack locates and detects gamma-emitting radioactive sources in large areas very rapidly. And according to Guyana Fordyce, an environmental officer in the EPA's Technical Services Department, the agency has already conducted checks at 4 sites.
So this backpack basically provides us with the levels. So when you put it on, you basically read off on the screen what levels you are exposed to. And if it exceeds the annual exposure levels or any exposure levels within a 24-hour period.
With the constraints of the COVID-19 pandemic, the EPA is yet to conduct inspections on the floating production, storage, and offloading vessels offshore Guyana. But by the end of the year, this would be in place, Fordyce explained. For onshore facilities, the EPA has stern measures in place to ensure the safety of the environment as it relates to chemical waste facilities. Operators who wish to import the chemicals are required to have permission from the agency and customs. Added to that, they must present the EPA with a material safety agreement, mandating that the chemicals are returned to the manufacturer when expired, since Guyana does not have the capacity to treat radioactive waste. But thus far, with the companies already existing in the country, the environmental officer noted that there have been no issues with compliance to the EPA's guidelines.
These companies generally are compliant because they are coming from they need to, before leaving these international countries, they have to comply with their regulations and standards before even coming into our country, right? The standards here, we adopt the International Atomic Energy Agency, like I mentioned before, standards. So best practices, safeguards, security, all these are rigorous approaches that these companies have to comply with before we even consider granting them environmental authorization or bringing the sources in.
Reporting for the newsroom, I am Shakima Day.